Number 3, how many people would just rather have a better partner? Let's go to work. How many people here feel that we need to take advantage of maybe this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? Yeah. So we're not going to blow it. We're going to do everything possible to make it happen. So grab some note paper. Let me show you the first of several formulas. It's like any profession, there's specific skills. Right? If you're a carpenter, there's a skill. You know, hit the nail, not your thumb and fingers. Yeah, yeah. So there's skills, right? If you're cooking, there's probably skills in that too. I don't even know how food is made. But, I don't have any of that. So don't write anything down. I just want you to listen to this. This is a very, very low level, simple one to start with, but just think about this. Just listen. Number down, we'll do it word for word. Is everybody okay with do stuff word for word tonight? I don't mean to be like too simple, whatever, but I always hate it when people tell you what to do, but don't tell you word for word how to do it. That's irritating, isn't it? So we're going to do it exactly word for word, because they all tell you what to do. You know, just build a group, invite people, build big, be a leader. Well, how do I lead? Well, you know, you kind of lead. All right, so just listen to this. I'm sitting next to my sister, much. I turn to my sister and say, "Hey, sis, I just found out how we can get an extra paycheck every month. Ever like to know how? I'd be glad to tell you. Meanwhile, please pass the beans." Now, if my sister was interested, what might she say? Tell me more. And I said, well, now's not a good time. We're eating, maybe after we clear the... No, tell me now. I need extra money. Tell me now. After dessert, we'll do... No, tell me now. Does that get a problem? She's asking me for a presentation. Rejection rate. Now, if my sister is not interested, what might she do? She'll simply... That's the piece. And then I get food, right? Now, let's look at this. There's no chance of rejection because if she's not interested, she just passes the P. How many people here would like to do this business with absolutely no rejection? All right, now I'm a full-time coward, so everything you see tonight will be rejection-free. So y'all ready to start writing? Yes. That sheet of paper I gave you was the list of the 25 skills. Icebreakers, what, number 2? 3. So much for higher math here. All right. Those are, people always ask, what are the list of 25 skills? Those are the things you and I have to pull off, right? We either pull it off or we choose a hobby. Right? Here's the only thing I don't want people to do tonight. I don't want them to do this business for money and not learn the skills, because what will happen is they're going to use up their whole life and be frustrated, and it's not good. Fair enough? So my highly biased advice is learn the skills for a business. Either learn them that make money or do it for a hobby, but don't waste your life trying to make it happen, because there's shorter ways, right? So let's learn a little bit about this icebreaker. So I'm going to ask you at the top of your piece of paper to write, "I just found out." Now, as many of you know, our entire workplace is the 6 inches between the ears, right? Not talking to the conscious mind, but talking to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is where decisions happen, where actions happen. There's no sense in doing stupid information dumps to the conscious mind. One of the most useless things you're not even showing up for work, you're not even in the right state. Most of us know that if we're not talking to the subconscious mind, we are not working. Now, how many people here do know how to talk to the subconscious mind directly? Okay, let me point out that the first 17 skills, step 1 skills on that paper is pretty much like how to do it. If you're not talking to the subconscious mind, you are not showing up for work. And if you're not showing up for work, do you think maybe we're not going to get paid? Yeah. So we have to talk to that part of the mind where they make the decisions and make actions. And this is the skills of this profession. So when you say, "I just found out," there's a program in their mind called survival, isn't there? And they're going to say, wait a minute, I just found something out. It may be important for me to survive. I need, food, rent, clothing, safety. So it's going to stop them from all the thoughts going on in their mind. Number 2, it also attacks the curiosity. curiosity program. If you just found out something, do you think people want to know? They cannot go on in life unless they know it. Now, I don't want you to take my word on this. Tomorrow, can you do an experiment? Sure. Go up to somebody and say, I just found out. See if it works for you, right? So tomorrow, go up to somebody and say, I just found out. They're going to go, what? You say, I've done my homework, just want to see if it works.
I just find out.
But those are magic words to say. Now, after I just found out, leave about 15 lines blank on your piece of paper. 15 lines, maybe, a whole bunch, okay? And after about 15 lines, write these exact words. If you'd ever like to know how, comma. If you'd ever like to know how, comma. I would be glad to tell you. We all have that. And then the next word is meanwhile. And then leave it blank after meanwhile because you need to pass a piece or anything to change. All right. Now I want to show you what I did. You probably were impressed the first time. Now that you know it's a formula, you're probably thinking, well, it's no big deal. I can just fill in the blanks. So the first time I said, hey sis, I just found out how we can get an extra paycheck every month. Then I said, if you'd like to know how, because I tell you meanwhile, please pass the piece. So on the first empty line, write how to get an extra paycheck every month. That is our first benefit. All those blank lines, we're going to put certain benefits in, and it's a fill-in-the-blank formula. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, wow, that was pretty good, but I don't have a system. I'd like to talk to everybody at work tomorrow. So if you'd like to talk to everybody at work tomorrow, you simply say this to your friend. Say, hey, Joe, I just found out how we can fire the boss and start our own business. So line 2, how we can fire the boss and start our own business. How we can fire the boss and start our own business. And then we're going to say, if you ever like to know how, I'll be glad to tell you. Meanwhile, let's go on coffee break. What's Joe going to say? Boom, coffee break. Yeah, right. And it's going to work with just about everybody at work except boss. Yeah.
Well, he's got a boss too.
Yeah, he's got a boss too, all right. But was that easy? And now he's asking you for presentation. Maybe you don't go to work. Maybe you stay home with your children. So if you had another lady staying home with her children, you'd say this. Say, hey, Mary, I just found out how we can stay home with our children and still get a full-time paycheck. So number 3, how to stay home with our children and still get a full-time paycheck. If you'd ever like to know how, I'm glad to tell you. Meanwhile, let's take the babies to the park. I've never had a Mary say, let's take the babies to the park. Every time they say, tell me now. Asking me for presentation, rejection, great. Anybody here know somebody age 50, 50? All right. Somebody 50 say, hey Joe, I just found out how you can retire 10 years early at full pay. How you can retire 10 years early at full pay. If you ever like to know how, I'll be glad to tell you. Meanwhile, let's go back to work. See, let you go back to work. Stay here. Talk to me. Don't move. I was with a group of people, put it nicely, they're old. Okay? And I said to them, so, you're all network marketing, you're all old. So what'd you guys say to keep away the young people? I said, come on, what'd you say to keep them all away? I said, well, we told them they could retire 5 years early. I said, they're 18 years old, that's like the year 2090 or something. So what would you say to somebody at the university? How about this? Hey Joe, I just found out how you don't have to work 45 years like your parents. They don't have to go to work for 45 years like your parents. Have you ever like to know how? I'd be glad to tell you. Meanwhile, go back to drinking beer and playing video games. How do you think all the young people would respond? I've been telling the young people they don't get it. They don't understand it. Well, you're saying the wrong stuff. What else can you say to young university students? How about this? Hey Joe, I just found out how university students can make more money part-time than their professors do. How university students make more money part-time than their university professors do. They're like, no, I'll be glad to tell you. Meanwhile, when's your next tuition fee? How we doing? How many people here see how easy this could be? Anybody here watch television? I'm watching television with Mary. Say, hey Mary, I just found out how we can work 3 weeks out of a month but get paid for 4. How we can work 3 weeks out of a month but get paid for 4. Everybody know how? I'll be glad to tell you. Meanwhile, give me the remote control. What's she gonna say? Sounds good. Have a week off every month. Yeah, I know. What's all that? Or you could rephrase it this way. Hey, Mary, I just found out how we can take a 1-week vacation every month. We don't even have to stay with our in-laws. How we can take a 1-week vacation every month. Everybody know how? I'm glad to tell you. Meanwhile, let's watch football. Or we can say this. Hey, Mary, I just found out how we take a 6-month vacation.
Twice a year.
They all laugh. They ask, don't they? See all the math challenge people here thinking, what are we going to do the other 3 weeks? Or, hey Mary, I just found out how housewives can make more money part-time than their husbands do. I'd like to know how. I'm glad to tell you. Meanwhile, it's switch. You can use that little template like, hey Mary, I just found out how secretaries can make more money part-time than their bosses do. You can do 100 of those, can you? How many people are getting this? People react to what you say. So, ready for a test? All right, you're a party. And how many people here have ever been to a party? A little less than half. Now, at the party, you're standing around with 3 other people holding your water, and the person next to you says, so what's new with you? What are you going to say? I just found out. It's easy, isn't it? Now, what can we say at a party? How many people here have some tax benefits with your business? Are they worth like $1 a month or something? Probably what, 200, 300 a month? Just your tax benefits, you know. Every time you visit mom, you say, hey mom, let me tell you what's been happening in my business, so it's a tax benefit. So let's say you save a couple $100 a month on taxes just from you and your business. So at the party, they said, so what's new with you? You'd simply say, I just found out how we can get a $200 tax refund every month. How we can get a $200 tax refund every month. If you ever like to know how, I'd be glad to tell you. Meanwhile, let's grab some snacks. Are they going to allow you to grab snacks? Stay right here. Tell me now. If you get it, I should be able to get it too. You know, we all deserve this. How we get it? You know, what do we have to do next? part's over, isn't it? They're asking you for a presentation. If you're brand new, you might say this, I don't know anything, but I wrote my sponsor's phone number on my wrist. All right. That might be your only option if you're brand new, right? But you also have an option, you can give them a brochure, a CD, a DVD. You send them to a website. Could you set an appointment to talk to them tomorrow? Could you call your sponsor and have your sponsor talk to them? Could you do a three-way call with them? Could you set a point for them to meet with your sponsor tomorrow? You invite them to an opportunity meeting, couldn't you? And if you're a little bit more pro, you know how to do the 1-minute presentation, right? The basic fundamental of our business. And if you're better at that, you take to the second level, which is the 2-minute story, just nail it right there, they would even know what happened. Now, as we get better, we have more options. Is that true? But in the beginning, maybe all you can do is just take the CD. All right, that might be all you can do. But you can at least start your business because people are asking you. How many people here think this could be pretty cool? Now, all the ones I've given you so far are just about opportunity. Do you think you use them for your product or service?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do a couple of them. Hey, Mary, I just found, skincare. Hey, Mary, I just found out how we can keep wrinkles away an extra 20 years. They're like, no, I'm glad to tell you, I'll go back to wrinkles. Now, how easy was that? Or, hey, Mary, I just found out how we can make our skin younger while we sleep. They're like, no, I'll be glad to tell you, I'll go back to wrinkles or whatever. Energy. Hey, Mary, I just found out how we get more energy than our grandchildren. They were like, no, I'll be glad to tell you, meanwhile, I'll go back taking your nap. What else do we have here? That's it. Hey, Mary, I just found out how we get an instant discount on our electricity by filling out a simple one-page form. They were like to know how, I'll be glad to tell you, meanwhile, how's those bill payments going?
Weight loss up and good.
Weight loss. Hey, Mary, I just found out how we can lose weight and we don't even have to exercise. I would like to know how, I'd be glad to tell you. Meanwhile, please pass the donuts. Hey, Mary, I just found out how we can feel like we're 16 years old all over again, but with better judgment. I would like to know how, I'd be glad to tell you. Meanwhile, I take your nap. Or, hey, Mary, I just found out you can wake up every morning feeling like $1 million. I would like to know how, I'd be glad to tell you. Hey, Mary, I just found out you can fall asleep within 7 minutes, you're heading into the pill, right? We can do fitness all day, or skincare all day, or electricity all day, or... How many people have figured this out? You plug in your best benefits in that formula. What are the other products and services we have here tonight that I haven't done examples for? Anybody with travel? You say, hey, Mary, I just found out we can take a 5-star holiday for the price of a Holiday Inn. I'd like to know how, I'd be glad to tell you. Meanwhile, how's those business with your in-laws? Anybody else need some examples? All right, we're going to do a test. About 15 minutes ago, I asked you to turn to your partner and tell them your best first sentence icebreaker. Do you remember that? How many people here felt that feeling in the middle of your stomach, that sickening feeling like, oh my, I don't know what to say. Oh my, what if I say something stupid? Oh my, what if I get rejected? What if they laugh? How many people here felt that in your stomach? Now, we're leaders. Our people at home that are not here, they're petrified. They will never, ever talk to anybody. Oh, they tell you, I made a list. Nobody's interested. But they didn't talk to anybody. Everybody I talked to said no. How many people you talk to? Well, none yet. Because they don't know what to say. Because we didn't teach them word for word what to say. That's our fault. So are we ready to suck up and take care of our moral responsibility? We're going to tell them exactly what to say so they're not rejected. They're willing to work. They paid money for kids. They came to me, so they're willing to work. They just don't know what to say and do. They don't know how to work. That's ugly, isn't it? So, how many people here think you can do better this time than you did last time? All right. So let's do a little experiment. I'm going to ask you to grab your partner and tell them your best one-sentence icebreaker. Now, I think it might probably start out with something like, oh, I just found out. All right? And when you're done, with some strangers around you, all around you, and, try your icebreaker, and if they roll their eyes, then maybe I can improve this. If they roll on the floor laughing, holding their sides, hey, definitely I don't want to use that one anymore, right? But try it out. Are you all ready? So, are you all up to saying it to 4 or 5 people around you? All right, so tell them your best icebreakers. Let's see if we do a better job this time. Let's begin.